Hey guys, Super Chris Productions here, and today I'm gonna finally be showcasing for you guys my 3 Spider-Man Homecoming figures for the release, to celebrate the release of Spider-Man Homecoming, which just came out today. And by the time this video is up, I probably have already seen the movie, or I'm going to, or I don't really know yet. Like, I may have already seen it by the time this video is up, or I might be just going in to see it while this video is goes up. But, yeah guys, so these are the 3 figures, and you're probably wondering, where's Shocker and where's the homemade suit? Well, I'm actually not gonna be making Shocker or the homemade suit. Like, these 3 figures took long enough. I just rushed these. Vulture was literally finished. Honestly, the way I filmed this video, I already did Spider-Man's, segment of the video, Iron Man's, and then when it gets to Vulture's, you'll hear me talk about that I literally finished him seconds before I showcased him. So these figures were really rushed because I just finished the lines on Spider-Man's torso and legs like last night, and then I finished Vulture's wings last night, like the front of his wings, and then like the back I sculpted it like for certain things, which you'll see in the video, which I probably might have forgotten to mention. But, and then Iron Man, I finished him in, like, a day. Took a day to do. A day or two for, like, all the paint. But, yeah, guys, so let's go ahead and get into this video. And if you check my Instagram, you'll probably find some updates for these figures. But, yeah, like I said, let's go ahead and just get started. Alright guys, so this is the first figure for this showcase. It is Spider-Man himself, and I'll give you guys a full 360 of him before I actually start talking about him. You can see everything that I painted. This is like a fully painted figure, and this actually was going to be my original Spider-Man figure. I made this back in December, and I was like, now I look at it and I'm like, no, that wasn't gonna happen. So in the past month or two, I redid him, and this is like the newer version, improved and everything. And you can see, you'll start on the head. It was a plain red head. I painted all the webbing details. I painted the eyes in like a shiny black, and then I painted white on the inside. And the webbing, you can see, does continue down to the bottom of the torso. On the sides, goes around the back. So I really continued the webbing throughout the whole figure. I really went all out for this guy. As you can see, the torso, I painted shiny black lines that connect all the way around the back and on his arms and for his web shooters. And I did use the same shiny black for his web cartridges. And you can see the spider on his chest is also with the shiny black, which I think I just mentioned that already. And then the blue is actually painted on, and you can see it does wrap around the sides, go around the back, and then he does have blue in his arms, and I did paint the web shooters on both sides, and you can see those shiny lines that he has on his torso. I painted them in gunmetal gray, and they do go all the way around the torso, connect around the back. There's a red spider on his back. They go down his legs, around the side of his legs, then around to the front of his legs, which I just stopped it right there, and back around the other side, and everything does continue around the inside of the legs, like the boots, which I did use like a shiny black line and everything, and painted the boots in red. And then I guess I'll give you a comparison with the actual Spider-Man figure from the Lego. I based some of it off of this. I based a lot of it off of just like random photos I found online. And if I do give him like an accessory, it'll probably be just this Lego web piece. It'll just be that for like his accessory. So there he has a web. And just throw that again to the side. Yeah, so this is like one of the only figures that I fully painted because of all the detail that I added on him. Like I said, the web cartridges, I painted out of cardboard. Like, I don't know if I like the actual, like, gunmetal gray lines, but I think they are okay. It's better than black, like having 2 different shiny blacks. So I did try, another thing is I did try to make his web shooters 3D, but that didn't happen, so I just painted them on. But all in all, he's a really cool figure. I really like how he turned out. And, yeah guys, so that's about it for Spider-Man, and we're going to move on to the next figure. Alright guys, so the next figure I have here is Iron Man, and this figure was really hard to do, but I think he turned out looking pretty decent. I mean, the lines and stuff, since he was rushed in like 30 minutes maybe to do his legs and his arms, because I just recently finished these figures not too long ago, like maybe an hour or so before this video went up. Because I don't know when this video is going up, but probably I'd say an hour before the video went up, I finished him. And you can see, this figure was actually, I thought about using the actual Lego figure, like, that's where I based, like, some of this off, as well, like Spider-Man, but the thing is this figure, I only have one, so I didn't really want to, I guess you could say, mess it up. I didn't really want to mess him up, because I only have one. But you can see that the mask, I did paint that in my own gold color. The mask, the helmet actually, is also outlined, as you can see, so I outlined the whole thing. The detail does go around the top, and inside is just a regular Tony Stark head, which the actual Lego set, they didn't give Iron Man a Tony Stark head, they just gave him like a plain blue head. But, yeah, so I'll go and put that back down, and like I said, you can see all the detail on him. And his arms, like the shoulder pads, were sculpted, the arm gauntlets were sculpted, and his knee pads were sculpted. I didn't paint the side silver. I did use this figure, because I got another one of these, and so I filled in, like, some of the silver on the torso, redid a lot of the stuff on him, and yeah, I did sand down the top of the legs so the paint wouldn't scratch off. I guess everything is pretty much self-explanatory on this guy. As you can see, everything I did fill in, like on the torso, I filled in with different gunmetal grays and silvers on the torso, and I did that on both sides. And then the arms, I did not paint the inside of the arms because I felt it wasn't going to be necessary since you're not going to see the inside. And this figure was actually based off a whole bunch of different photos, like the actual Lego figures, some action figures that I found of him. And then the legs, some of the detail does wrap around the inside of the legs. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but not as much. And then he does have gunmetal gray colors and the regular silver and everything. And the hands, I decided to go with light gray instead of painting them silver because I felt like it matched enough that there would be no need to paint the whole thing. And I guess you could say the silver, like the sides of the torso, I didn't feel like doing that, having it scrape off. Now I don't know how accurate this figure is to the one in the movie, or if I'm going to redo like his arms and legs after the showcase, but I just really wanted to hurry up and finish these guys so I could get a video out on them because it was taking so long to finish them. Like I said, these were all last-minute figures. But, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the final figure. Alright, guys, so here's the final figure of this showcase. It is Vulture. Well, I mean, you guys already know that, but yeah, so I'll give you a full 360 of him. This guy was so tough to make. I literally, like, right before I filmed this video, well, actually, right before I filmed this segment of the video with Vulture, I literally just finished him. And I need to turn up one of his, like, thrusters. But yeah, I literally just finished him, like, seconds before I filmed this segment of the video, and yes, the wings are huge, and they keep getting caught on stuff. But yeah, guys, so, Vulture, and, yeah, so I guess we'll start with the helmet. It was a Star Wars Airborne Trooper helmet. I painted it in gunmetal gray, and then there is, I just realized, paint on it, which I don't know how that happened. But let me see if I could clean it off real quick, and you guys can get a look at the rest of the figure. So you can see his wings and everything. I just need to quickly clean it off because I don't know how that got up there. It's like pretty bad. But yeah, so this head, I don't know what head it's from. I just thought it looked like really like a Michael Keaton head or whatever his name is, because I can't remember. And so I do have like this gray hair piece to go along. I mean, this is not the best hair piece. And yes, you can hear my bird in the background because I'm doing a vulture. Because I'm showcasing vulture, that's why I have her here. But yeah, so the helmet, I cleaned off the paint. And as you can see, I painted it. I added the tube. If you go to my Instagram, you'll know that I did post an update where he had 2 tubes. But I realized that wasn't accurate, so I cut his left tube off, and I just kept the right one, and I just left a little sculpted bit there that I didn't cut off as like the connector for the tube. But that's the helmet. And then the torso, you can see I did use like a cotton type thing and painted it in the tan color, brown color for the fur around his jacket. You can see his torso. And I did use electrical tape for like his straps and everything, which I did base this figure off of so many different photos that I'm sure he's not that accurate. I based him off toys, certain clips I could find from the trailers and everything. But, yeah, so there's his wings. You can see all the detail I painted onto them. Those wings were really hard to do. In the back, I did not know what color they were on the back, what they look like. So I just left them plain green. And if you take off, the wings can come off. The jetpack isn't supposed to stick to them, but, I mean, it did. The jetpack was supposed to be a separate piece, but I'm not going to remove it. I don't want to ruin anything right now for the showcase. But I did use Chima white turbines from, like, one of the Chima sets. As you can see, they're kind of blue. They're probably not accurate, but I like them, and I didn't feel like painting turbines, so I used those. And if I do take off the wings, you can see the little clip piece that I used. And I did use olive green legs, because I think that is accurate. I don't know if anybody else did, but there's are the legs that I used. And then I did sculpt the claws. And yes, like I said, my pet bird's here, and she's kind of being annoying, bothering me while I'm trying to film this. But, I did sculpt the claws, as you can see, on both sides. I mean, they're pretty big, but I actually like them. You can see all the detail I painted on his legs and on the claws, and even on the side of the legs. And the detail does, like, some of it does go, like, around the inside, and that's on both sides. But yeah, guys, so that is Vulture, and I'm gonna, like, try to quickly put him back together, so I could go ahead and end this video. So like I said, that's it for Vulture, and I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Alright guys, so that about does it for this video, and hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below, and don't forget to comment and subscribe for more content from me. I plan to do a few more set reviews, like I recently got some new sets, and so I plan to review them. I plan to finally showcase my X-Men Apocalypse figures, and no, Nightcrawler is not going to be in the video, or Apocalypse, or any of the other characters. I just plan to do these 3, Quicksilver, Cyclops, and Jean. These are the only ones that you're going to be seeing. And then I do have some other figures planned to showcase, like surprise figures and a lot of sets. But yeah, guys, so like I said, hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to leave a like down below, comment, share, subscribe. And that about does it for these figures, which were very, very hard to do. And I did, like I said a whole bunch of times throughout the video, I really did rush these. But I like how they turned out. And, yeah, guys, so bye.